Welcome to the Borealis Experience. I'm your host Aurora, and I'm very happy to be spending some time with you today. I'm a personal coach, and I want to create a space for you where you can feel safe and recharge your batteries and maybe change your perspective on certain things, if not even yourself. Be you fearlessly. It is time to be more authentic. You've been hiding behind a mask. You've been hiding because of social pressures. Maybe because it was more convenient in the moment to not show your real face, your real emotions. Sometimes we also feel the need to hide because we think that the people around us don't really deserve to see our real face. But isn't it exhausting? Aren't you tired? I find it really difficult at times to speak my truth and to be fearlessly me because I want to fit in, because I don't want to inconvenience other people, because I don't want to create friction. But there is a fine, very graceful way of being yourself without offending others. And this is what I want to talk about today. There's a way you can communicate and shine your light without hurting others. And sometimes we just think, we don't have any talents. We're not artists. We have no real way to express ourselves authentically so that other people can understand us better. But we all have that voice inside of us, that soul that is craving to express itself. And it is that craving that should push you forward to be yourself. And that craving not only feels like a strong desire, but sometimes it is physical pain. Sometimes we held ourselves in a very tight little prison, self-made, and our body starts to ache because we are conforming to a life that might not be the right life for us. So that what I'm here to share with you today is how important it is to be fearlessly you. Because it can make you sick, physically sick, mentally sick, emotionally sick, if you learn to perfectly suppress your desires or your true authentic self. And the way I've learned now to express myself more authentically is to talk how I feel about things and to really be in tune with my body and to then put it into words. And it takes some training, it takes some time to listen to your body again, because most of us learned very nicely how to put a sticker on the engine light, the repair your truck light, and to ignore the signals from our body, like we do for our cars at times. But it is just a relearning. You used to know how to listen to your body. Look at children, how they just express themselves without thinking, without reflecting about how it would make other people feel. And yet children do it very recklessly and you have to guide them a little bit on how to, express their feelings in a way that people want to listen and want to accommodate. But that's something that you can learn as well. But what I've learned is when you express your feelings, then the other person is inclined to listen. When you start blaming and shaming other people for how you feel, people shut down right away and don't want to listen, don't want nothing to do with you, because they see you and feel you as a victim. And you truly behave like one too. If you give the power over to external circumstances or people. So I feel there's a stigma around this all, on how men, for instance, don't like to talk about their feelings, and women always want men to talk about their feelings. And I kind of want to break through this. I want to give people peace with that, because what women actually crave when they say that is a raw connection to you. They want to know how you function. They want to know how you think and how you feel and where your boundaries are. And it's not always about, oh, I feel so attracted to you, and oh, I feel so awesome with you. No, sometimes it's, oh, I feel uncomfortable when you do this. And I get it. It is tough to express negative feelings without any big emotions, because we fear the reaction from the other person nevertheless. So when we're strongly emotional and burst out, then we know, okay, fuck, the other person is gonna do the same and explode. At the same time, when we learn to express ourselves in a very calm and mature way, we're still incredibly scared of how the other person might react. And we have to learn that this reaction is perfectly normal and has everything to do with the other person. And if the other person wants to build bridges with you instead of walls, they will kind of surrender to your courageous way of expressing yourself now. So for instance, if my boyfriend is pissed off with something and just, blames and shames me for not doing the dishes or not taking care of my truck enough, I feel like, I don't really want to listen. I know he wants me to do the things differently, but it doesn't really bother me to a point that I will change my behavior. If my boyfriend now comes up and says, hey, you know what? Like, if you don't take care of your truck, you might be facing consequences that can cost you lots of money. Or if we don't do the dishes right after dinner, I feel like we're, not leaving the kitchen in a state that it feels nice to come back to. And I love our little kitchen, and I love when it's nice and tidy and we start to cook our new meal here in a couple hours. You see how all of a sudden the other person is taking ownership and expresses that in a very calm way. And now all of a sudden I want to listen. Now I'm like, of course I want my boyfriend to feel comfortable. So I'm going to do my best and change my behavior. So I hope this little example was making it clear on how you can influence people and make people change their behavior in expressing yourself calmly and authentically. And if I was to, burst out and react aggressively to his recommendation, suggestion, or how he feels, it is all about me. And he has not to react to it. He can just walk away or tell me, hey, I'm going to talk to you when you calm down, because this is not the way I want to communicate with you. So you actually take your power back when you express yourself honestly and fearlessly. And it's incredible how it changes your relationships, your immediate relationships, but also the relationships at work or with strangers. Just imagine yourself not reacting anymore to weird situations or people that trigger you, but to respond in a way that is true to your heart, true to your soul, and also awesome for your mind, because you know you're standing your ground, you are in alignment with your values, and you are just expressing yourself with the other person, to the other person, or however you say that in English. So I hope this all makes sense, and I really encourage you to try this out within the next week or 10 days, and then give me feedback on how it went. You change your behavior, and you will see that other people will change their behavior with you as well, for the better. So I'm burning to know how it goes for you, and to talk about it further. And yeah, never hesitate to connect with me on Facebook, Aurora Eggert Coaching or Aurora Eggert. And yeah, just drop a little line, message me, and say, yeah, you're listening to my podcast and you'd like to connect with me. There's a lot of scammers out there, so I usually don't reply to just a hey and hello, how are you? So yeah, I'm really curious about this. And if you want to meet up, if you want to have a one-on-one coaching session, the first session is for free, 60 minutes, where I hear you out and find out where you're at and let you know how I can help you. And yeah, then we go from there. Take really good care of yourself and try it out. Try to be authentic and calm and very confident with how you feel, and it will change your life for sure. Thank you so much for listening to my episode here. If you liked my content, please make sure to hop onto Apple Podcast and leave a review, and share with friends and family if you care about their well-being and want them to be on a better path, on a good path. All right, I will be out there very soon again. Until then.